unless we're going to represent everybody, which is actually the equitable piece, it's fucking racist. I don't know what there's no other way to put it.
Well, that's it. If you were to switch the racial roles there, I mean, there would be no end. If you gerrymander just to have all whites in a voting district, and you drew these lines, I mean, have you seen the way they're voting or the way they drew the lines down in Louisiana? I mean, these parishes are ridiculous. They literally draw it down neighborhoods so that they can get exclusively one black district, so that they get an extra Democratic representative to go to the House of Representatives. And even here in Oregon, we've got 5 counties that border Portland. They have made sure that every single one of them gets a chunk of Portland, so that even if you have this huge county with a lot of farmers in it, those farmers don't outnumber the number of Democratic liberals in Portland, so the district goes blue. Even though, geographically speaking, 90% of that county, Lynn County, is the worst. Lynn County has so many farmers on it. Most of the grass seed and most of like the sheep in this country are in Lynn County, especially in the state. And so it's a bunch of farmers, a bunch of hardworking blue-collar people, but they vote blue every time because a tiny little sliver slices into the middle of Portland. That kind of shit is absolutely racist, and it's not okay. And we do have a Hefe. Speaking of racism, given your history, Hefe.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
As a social warrior, Supreme Court came over the top and shot down racist gerrymandering. 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court rules that racial gerrymandering, which has been used to create majority black congressional districts for decades, is unconstitutional. It absolutely is racist. It absolutely is. And when you get to the point where it is all that warped, yeah, it's illegal. It needs to be challenged. That's how if you're going to be taxed, you should have representation, right? That's the way it's supposed to work. But with all the gerrymandering that's been happening across the country, very small people, small amounts of people,
minority,
are getting their, minorities, very liberal areas, not even, and some of it isn't even about minorities. They're just Democrat areas. So they've gone ahead and they've warped the mapping down to, so it's only going to be those who are in Democrat areas. Yes, there's a lot of minorities in those areas for sure, but it's also, they've also dedicated those areas to making sure that anybody who's in rural parts of the state are not going to get represented. We've talked about Idaho, and you've talked about Oregon, and how half of Oregon, the majority of Oregon, is actually very conservative.
Yep.
The majority of Arizona is actually very conservative, as long as you get outside of Maricopa County and Pinal County at this point. So unless we're going to represent everybody, which is actually the equitable piece, it's fucking racist. I don't know what there's no other way to put it.